That's the handsome devil as a groom. But the bride standing next to him is not Lauren German, aka Chloe. She's Billie Piper. And this is a photograph taken from a scene from Much Ado About Nothing. Well guys, today we're here to show you what Lucifer and Chloe's wedding would look like.
My first love was never Eve.
Lucifer Season 6 Finale. You see, Lucifer's finale was more than satisfying. Most of the characters' arcs were completed, we've seen a good conclusion on many storylines that were bothering us in the previous season, and most importantly, Chloe and Lucifer got their happily ever after. Well, kind of. While some fans believe the end of Lucifer is great, others aren't really happy with how the tale of Chloe and Lucifer ended. The main reason for this is we never really got a certain explanation of what happens to them. And of course, after shipping the couple for so many years, after so many petitions about why Lucifer deserves a continuation, fans deserve to see a wedding. More importantly, Lucifer and Chloe deserved a wedding. We believe Lucifer's final episode, Season 6's Partners Till the End, was well written, and it managed to answer as many questions as possible. We're really grateful for that. However, there's no denying the fact that the show would have been even more enjoyable if fans got to see a wedding. The last seasons of the show mostly focused on Lucifer's beliefs on being the king of hell. After a lot of struggles, he realizes that he should go and help the souls in hell overcome their guilt. More precisely, he needs to be their savior. This is probably the best way Lucifer's struggle with his identity could have ended, and we think fans had nothing negative to say about this storyline until we went through Lucifer's Season 6 reviews. According to most fans, Lucifer leaving Rory and Chloe over his career seemed pointless. So probably the most enjoyable aspect of Lucifer is the relationship between him and his partner, Detective Chloe Decker. Ever since the pilot episode, fans have been shipping Chloe and Lucifer, and their only wish was to see the beloved couple living their happily ever after. Can a happily ever after happen without a wedding? Well, of course, but this is a show, and the show includes a fictional world, a world where anything's possible. Then there's the real world, and fans, including us, can't stop grieving over the fact that Lauren German and Tom Ellis aren't together. So Lucifer kind of owed us a wedding between these two, right? Instead of a wedding, the finale of Lucifer featured their reunion in the afterlife after Chloe dies. Now that more and more fans crave more of the story, Netflix might give a green light to Lucifer Season 7. Maybe the 7th season will feature our beloved couple down the aisle? Let's get into more details, shall we?
I thought you could use a partner.
DECKERSTAR. There have been many amazing couples in Lucifer, but none as amazing as Chloe and Lucifer. Interestingly enough, both actors Lauren German and Tom Ellis have spoken about what their characters' wedding would have looked like if it happened. Their answers are shocking. For all dedicated Lucifer fans, we feel the need to mention that Season 6 is the end of the show. But as history has proven, Netflix is never certain about endings. Netflix saved Lucifer when it bought the rights for the series from Fox. And then when the creators wanted to end the show with Season 5, Netflix ordered another season. In order for us to see a better conclusion, Lucifer's producers and cast signed a new contract for a 10-episode Season 6. Well, Netflix, fans need to see a wedding now. Sadly enough, no wedding bells were heard for Lucifer and Chloe in Lucifer Season 6. On the other side, maybe the creators didn't think a wedding between the couple would be suitable. Maybe they wanted to give a more sensible ending with Chloe joining Lucifer in hell? In the series finale, Lucifer says goodbye to his friends and leaves his life on Earth behind so he can go to hell and be the therapist for the souls there. The outcome? Chloe must live alone for her entire life before dying of old age and joining him. After she dies, she's taken to hell by Amenadiel, where she reunites with Lucifer in the show's last season. We have to ask you, do you guys believe a wedding in Lucifer would have been unrealistic? Most fans watch Lucifer in order to be entertained and escape from reality, so it's not hard to understand why fans needed Chloe and Lucifer to have a more fulfilling ending. Will Lucifer and Chloe walk down the aisle in the potential Lucifer Season 7? Here's what the wedding should look like according to the stars of Lucifer. Oh, before we continue, make sure you smack those like and subscribe buttons if you haven't done it already.
Love you, and that the simple act of loving you would make me feel worthy of you, which would then mean that my body would no longer.
A white gown or a black dress? Way before the arrival of Season 6 of Lucifer, E.T. asked Tom Ellis and Lauren German whether they thought that their characters would marry. Tom had a very interesting answer, saying, "The eternal bachelor? Well, if it's the right person, as it has been in my actual life. You see, Ellis actually believed a church wedding in the presence of God would not make any sense, at least back then. As you already know, Lucifer and his father had somewhat of a complicated relationship, and because of that, Ellis believes a wedding would have been pointless. As for the wedding, he said he would have loved to see Chloe in a traditional white gown with him in a suave 40s tux. She would walk down the aisle to Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves, but Lauren German has a different idea of what their wedding should look like. I would say black dress, tons of fire like in hell, and maybe a very heavy classical piece. Maybe Wagner or, some awful acid metal, death metal, the actress told the outlet. In the same interview, Lauren was asked what Chloe's reaction would be if Lucifer were to get down on one knee and propose. She said, "Oh my god, are you kidding? No matter what she pretends she doesn't want, immediate yes. Immediate yes! She's madly in love with him. I mean, Chloe's just madly in love with Lucifer, no doubt."
I love you. I love you.
Lucifer crossovers. We've previously seen Tom Ellis make an appearance in the Arrowverse, so even if Netflix doesn't greenlight Lucifer Season 7, Lucifer making yet another appearance in the Arrowverse seems more than possible. During Crisis on Infinite Earths in 2019, Ellis made a surprising cameo in Arrowverse, for which he stayed tight-lipped. However, this doesn't include the other characters as well. So far, there are no pieces of information of neither Lucifer nor Chloe appearing in some kind of Arrowverse project. The Devil's appearance is welcomed everywhere, but Lucifer is nothing without his lovely lady. And we would love to see them together in another film project in the future. Then again, even though we all want more episodes beyond this final season, the fact that the show made it this far while going through a couple of close cancellations is amazing.
I don't care. Always a pleasure doing business with mortals.
Lucifer spin-off. So far, there's no news of a Lucifer spin-off. A lot of characters' arcs were completed in Season 6. This includes Mazikeen, Dr. Linda Martin, Rachael Harris, and Amenadiel. While on the subject, do you guys believe these characters got the finale they deserved? Lucifer and Chloe finished their time on the show in the afterlife. After Chloe dies with Rory at her bedside, she's reunited with her loved one. Season 6 of Lucifer appears to be the final season of the show, and now the only thing we could do is wait for Netflix to reconsider the possibility of a 7th season.
All just because I asked you to.
On a related note, do you guys think Lucifer deserves another season? Also, do you think a wedding in potential Season 7 could happen? Let us know down in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. As always, thanks for watching.